Respiratory System by Paul Ruiz, Christian Ramirez, and Aaron Eichen. Narrated by me, Bane. As you know, I use this here respiratory mask to breathe, so I am quite familiar with this topic. The human respiratory system is a series of organs responsible for taking in oxygen and expelling carbon dioxide. The primary organs of the respiratory system are the lungs, which carry out this exchange of gases as we breathe. The respiratory system's pathway includes many other organs, starting with the nose. The nose is a primary upper respiratory organ in which air enters into and exits from the body. Cilia and mucus line the nasal cavity and traps bacteria and foreign particles that enter through the nose. The nasal septum is divided into two cavities, one responsible for smell, the other respiration. Besides the nose, air can enter the lungs through the mouth. It is a tubular structure that contains three parts: the nasopharynx, which connects the upper throat to the nasal cavity, the oropharynx, and the laryngopharynx. The larynx. From the pharynx, air enters through the larynx, commonly known as the voice box. The larynx is part of the upper respiratory tract that has two main functions: the passageway for air to enter the lungs, and a source of vocalization. The bronchi allow the passage of air to the lungs. The right main bronchus is shorter and wider than the left main bronchus. The right bronchus is subdivided into three lobar bronchi, while the left one is divided into two lobar bronchi. Ravioli. Alveoli. The average adult has about 600 million alveoli, which are tiny grape-like sacs at the end of the respiratory tree. The exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide gases occur at the alveolar level. The diaphragm is a muscular structure located between the thoracic and the abdominal cavity. Contraction of the diaphragm causes the chest or thorax cavity to expand, which occurs during inhalation. During exhalation, the release of the diaphragm causes the chest or thorax cavity to contract.
And these are just organs in humans. Fishes use gills, while birds have ear sacs. Amphibians use their skin in addition to lungs, while horses can only breathe through their nose. Early in the Earth's history, not much oxygen was present. Over time, oxygen levels increased. Soon, some organisms started to use oxygen. Natural selection was at work, selecting organisms that had a means to use oxygen, a respiratory system. Respiratory system serves many roles in maintaining homeostasis. The two most notable ones are regulating the gas exchange and maintaining the human bloodstream at the optimal pH. The respiratory system goes hand in hand with the circulatory system, which should be obvious. The circulatory system circulates the blood all over the body. The respiratory system is responsible for oxygenating the blood. Where's my inhaler?
That's not my inhaler, but it'll do. There's my inhaler.
How do I say goodbye to what we had? The good times.